The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Seduction. It's a word that instantly draws attention, often linked with romance, manipulation, or temptation. But in Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction, seduction isn't limited to love or lust. It's about influence, the subtle power to shape how others think, feel, and act. This book explores seduction as one of the oldest and most effective forms of social intelligence. Whether it's a leader inspiring followers, a brand winning customers, or an artist captivating audiences, seduction is everywhere. In this summary, we'll explore the 9 types of seducers and what makes them irresistible, the traits of the anti-seducer, and how to avoid becoming one, the 4-phase seductive process, and how these lessons apply to modern life. Let's dive in. Part 1, The Essence of Seduction. At its core, seduction is about psychological movement, drawing someone out of their normal state and into your emotional orbit. Unlike coercion or brute force, seduction works through attention, emotion, and imagination. Greene argues that power based on logic or authority fades quickly, but power that touches emotion, that makes people want to follow you, lasts much longer. Seduction thrives in environments of boredom, insecurity, or repression. When people crave excitement or meaning, the seducer offers an escape. That's why great seducers, from Cleopatra to Casanova, appear not just charming, but almost magical. They promise transformation. Part 2, The 9 Seductive Archetypes. Robert Greene identifies 9 archetypes, each using a distinct form of allure. Understanding them helps you recognize what captivates people, and what type of energy you naturally radiate. 1. The Siren. The siren uses presence and sensuality. Historically, figures like Cleopatra or Marilyn Monroe embodied this type. The siren represents escape, a fantasy of pleasure, beauty, and relaxation. People are drawn to her confidence and mystery. Her secret weapon is voice, tone, and timing, slowing down when others rush. 2. The Rake. The rake is intensely passionate, especially toward the opposite sex. He makes his target feel uniquely desired, showering them with attention. Casanova is the classic rake, relentless, expressive, and uninhibited. His charm lies in his single-minded devotion and ability to make others feel irresistible. 3. The Ideal Lover. This type appeals to deep desires and fantasies. Instead of being realistic, the ideal lover reflects what the target secretly wants to become or experience. They are refined, romantic, and imaginative, creating a world more beautiful than reality. Artists, poets, and dreamers often embody this energy. 4. The Dandy. The dandy stands out by breaking conventions. They combine masculine and feminine traits, defying expectations. People admire their independence and self-sufficiency. Figures like Oscar Wilde or David Bowie seduce through originality, showing that freedom itself is attractive. 5. The Natural. Childlike enthusiasm defines the natural. They radiate spontaneity and innocence, making others drop their guard. The natural reminds people of simpler times, play, laughter, curiosity. They don't manipulate through intellect but through genuine emotion and openness. 6. The Coquette. The coquette thrives on delay and desire. They give just enough attention to spark interest, then pull away to create longing. This back and forth tension keeps others chasing. The coquette's secret weapon is self-control, never appearing too eager, always in command of timing. 7. The Charmer. Charmers win through grace, diplomacy, and attentiveness. They make others feel comfortable, admired, and important. Charmers avoid conflict and negativity. Instead, they radiate calm confidence. Historical figures like Benjamin Disraeli and Josephine Bonaparte seduce through empathy and tact. 8. The Charismatic. The charismatic is almost mystical, radiating confidence and purpose. People are drawn to their conviction, not their words. Leaders, revolutionaries, and prophets often fall into this category. They channel belief and energy so strongly that others can't help but follow. 9. The Star. Stars attract attention through glamour and performance. They become symbols of admiration and projection. By crafting a unique identity and maintaining an aura of distance, stars inspire fascination. In modern terms, celebrities and influencers embody this seduction, a carefully curated image that keeps audiences watching. Part 3, the anti-seducer. If seducers draw people in, anti-seducers push them away. They lack self-awareness, empathy, or charm. Greene identifies several types, including the brute, who uses force instead of persuasion; the suffocator, who overwhelms with attention and neediness; the moralizer, who judges and criticizes, killing all pleasure; the tightwad, who withholds affection or generosity; the bumbler, awkward and self-conscious. The lesson? Seduction is about creating desire, not pressure. The anti-seducer forgets that attraction must be invited, not demanded. True seducers understand timing, patience, and psychology. They allow the other person to come closer willingly. Part 4, the 4-phase seductive process. According to Greene, seduction follows a predictable pattern, 4 psychological stages that gradually deepen emotional involvement. Phase 1, separation, stirring curiosity. The goal here is to stand out. You must break the target's routine and appear as something unusual or exciting. Use contrast, be different from what they're used to. This phase is about creating intrigue, not immediate attraction. The seed of curiosity must be planted first. Phase 2, lead astray, building emotional connection. Once curiosity is established, the seducer becomes a source of escape. They listen, observe, and discover hidden desires. They mirror and amplify emotions, making the target feel understood. The aim is to shift focus from logic to emotion, from reality to fantasy. Phase 3, the precipice, creating tension. Now comes the emotional push and pull. Seduction requires distance as much as closeness. By withholding, delaying, or creating small obstacles, the seducer intensifies longing. Anticipation magnifies desire, and the target starts pursuing the seducer. Phase 4, the kill, emotional surrender. Finally, the tension reaches a peak. The target feels emotionally invested, imagining that giving in will bring relief or fulfillment. At this point, persuasion becomes effortless, because the desire comes from within them. The seducer doesn't demand, they allow surrender to happen naturally. Part 5, subtle tactics and principles. Beyond archetypes and phases, Greene shares timeless principles that define seductive power. 1. Create mystery. Never reveal everything at once. Ambiguity keeps people guessing, and curiosity sustains attention. Mystery is the oxygen of attraction. 2. Mirror desire. People fall for those who reflect their own needs. By observing and adapting to someone's moods and values, you make them feel deeply understood, which is magnetic. 3. Use words as music. Tone, rhythm, and pauses can be more persuasive than facts. The right words spoken with emotion bypass logic and reach the heart. 4. Appeal to the imagination. Seduction is theatrical. Paint pictures in people's minds, of pleasure, freedom, or transformation. When imagination engages, reality becomes secondary. 5. Keep people off balance. Predictability kills excitement. Subtle shifts, humor, contrast, surprise, keep the emotional dynamic alive. 6. Control your presence. Energy and composure matter more than appearance. Stillness, confidence, and a hint of mystery can outshine beauty. 7. Withdraw strategically. Absence heightens value. When you step back at the right moment, people realize your impact and crave your return. Part 6, Seduction Beyond Romance. Greene insists that seduction extends far beyond love affairs. It's a universal form of influence, used by politicians, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders. A leader seduces followers by offering hope and vision. A brand seduces customers by evoking emotion. A teacher seduces students into curiosity. Understanding seduction means understanding human motivation. We all crave attention, admiration, and a sense of connection. The art lies in fulfilling those desires gracefully, not manipulatively. Part 7. Ethical Reflection. Critics often accuse the art of seduction of promoting manipulation. But Greene's deeper message is awareness. By understanding these dynamics, we protect ourselves from being manipulated, and learn how to communicate more persuasively. Seduction is a tool. Used selfishly, it can harm. Used wisely, it inspires. The goal isn't deceit but mastery over human emotion, empathy, timing, and influence. Conclusion. The art of seduction teaches that power doesn't always roar, sometimes, it whispers. Seduction is the gentle art of leading others where they secretly wish to go. It's about emotional intelligence, knowing how to attract, engage, and inspire through subtlety rather than dominance. When you understand seduction, you understand people. And when you understand people, influence becomes natural, not forced. Key takeaways. Seduction is about emotion, not logic. It works by awakening desire. Everyone has a seductive archetype. Awareness helps refine your natural allure. Anti-seducers repel through neediness or negativity. Avoid those traits. The 4-phase process moves from curiosity to surrender through timing and tension. True seduction in life and business means offering value, mystery, and emotional connection. Subscribe for more book-inspired insights every week.